The children brought snacks, but the teacher brought greed and an appetite. The day she tasted food that was never meant for humans, her life changed forever. Bright Future Primary School stood beside a dusty road in one of Kampala's crowded suburbs. Every afternoon, when the sun leaned low and the bell rang for lunch, the compound filled with noise, laughter, running feet, and the sound of lunchboxes opening. Chapati wrapped in paper. Beans and rice in plastic bowls. Bananas and mandotsi. Sweet juice in reused water bottles. But while the children saw joy, their teacher saw opportunity. Madam Ruth was known across the school for her love of food. She was not poor. She earned her salary well. But something in her heart was never satisfied. The smell of food made her restless. The sight of children eating made her jealous. Whenever lunchtime came, she would walk between desks slowly, pretending to check handwriting. Who cooked this? Let me taste if the salt is enough. This one looks too dry. Give me some. At first, the children laughed. They thought it was funny that a grown woman loved snacks like a child. Some even competed to impress her with the best food. But soon, it stopped being a joke. Some children began going home hungry. Others hid their lunchboxes under their desks. A few cried quietly. Madam Ruth did not notice their pain. All she noticed was the next smell. Among the pupils was a quiet girl named Nolia. She was small, always clean, and always silent. She never played much. She never shared her food. And she never ate when others ate. She waited. Every day, she kept her lunchbox tightly closed until the last bell rang. One afternoon, Madam Ruth noticed something strange. From Nolia's lunchbox came a smell unlike any other. It was sweet, but bitter. Warm, but sharp. Like herbs mixed with smoke and rain. Her stomach tightened. What are you hiding there? Madam Ruth asked. Nolia shook her head slowly. Please, teacher, don't open it. The other children froze. Madam Ruth laughed. What kind of food tells a teacher no? She grabbed the lunchbox and opened it. Inside was dark porridge mixed with small red seeds and oily herbs. It did not look like posho. It did not look like porridge. But greed does not care how food looks. She dipped her finger and tasted it. The classroom went silent. That night, Madam Ruth could not sleep. Her tongue burned. Her stomach twisted. Her dreams were filled with forests, drums, and eyes glowing between trees. By morning, her voice sounded different. Rough. Scraping. She began craving that same food again. The next day, Madam Ruth arrived early. Her eyes were bloodshot. Her hands trembled. She went straight to Nolia's desk. Bring me your lunch today, she whispered. Nolia looked at her with fear. That food is not meant for you. Madam Ruth laughed. Food is food. That day, Nolia did not open her lunchbox. Madam Ruth felt weak. Dizzy. Angry. By afternoon, she could no longer teach properly. Her words mixed. Her stomach growled loudly in class. When she reached home, she found herself chewing raw ginger, salt, even chalk. Nothing satisfied her. That night, she dreamt of a woman standing in fire, saying, You ate what was not yours. Now you will hunger for it. The next day, Nolia did not come to school. Madam Ruth panicked. Her body began changing. Her skin became dull. Her hair started falling out in small patches. She could not tolerate sunlight. During class, she suddenly vomited a dark liquid on the floor. Children screamed. Teachers rushed her to the clinic. But the medicine did nothing. That night, the head teacher saw a child standing under a mango tree in the compound. It was Nolia. Her eyes glowed softly like fireflies. She said calmly, "I am not human. My kind blends with yours to learn your ways. Our food is protected. Whoever eats it invites forest spirits into their body." The head teacher trembled. The next morning, Madam Ruth confessed everything. How she stole food. How she ignored warnings. How she ate what was not hers. Parents gathered. The school board met. She was dismissed in shame. Nolia disappeared. Madam Ruth returned to her village sick and thin. She could no longer eat normal food. Everything tasted like ash. She became a cleaner at a roadside cafe, washing plates of food she could never enjoy. Every day, she remembered the lunchbox she should never have opened. Moral lesson. Greed blinds wisdom. When warnings are ignored and boundaries are crossed, consequences follow. Not everything meant for others is meant for you. In Africa, even a lunchbox can carry a lesson. Respect what is not yours. Listen when warned. And remember, greed feeds on itself until it consumes the greedy. This is another powerful tale from RayTales Africa. Like, share and subscribe for more tales that teach and stories that stay. Thank you.